is Adarsh, do prokaryotes have cell wall or cell membrane, that is the plasma membrane? What they have, or they have both, they have nothing, or they can have any one of them? Kindly answer. Just try to give the answer. You don't know the. Yes.
They have cell wall.
Okay. Adarsh is saying prokaryote. Thank you, Adarsh. Okay, the first point Adarsh saying they have cell wall. How many of you agree with him? They have cell wall.
Ma'am, they have cell wall except in mycoplasm.
Okay, they have cell wall except mycoplasm. Okay. Exception. Mycoplasm. Okay, I'm just asking how many of you agree with Adarsh that prokaryotes have cell wall? Is this true or false?
Ma'am, cell wall may or may not be present.
Cell wall may or may not be present. Okay, can you give me any example in the prokaryotes where cell wall is present? Okay, and it is agree. Okay, Siddharth, you can just type in the chat if your mic is not working. Monera is saying they have cell wall that surrounds the plasma membrane. Okay, means Monera is saying they are also having the plasma membrane. Vivi, I'm waiting for the example. Rest of the students can write it down in the chat. Example of those prokaryotes who have the cell wall and who don't have the cell wall. Bacteria have cell wall or they don't have cell wall, Sarah? Okay, first of all, I'm asking you cell wall, cell wall, cell wall. What is cell wall? Who will tell me what is cell wall? Who will tell me what is cell wall?
Ma'am, the layer protects the plasma membrane.
Okay, they put cell wall is a layer which protects plasma membrane. Okay, protection. Okay. Okay. From whom they are protecting the plasma membrane?
I'm from foreign bodies.
From foreign bodies. Okay. But I have one question. Bacteria itself a foreign body. It's so small in size that which foreign body will attack bacteria? Can you give me an example? You can check in your notebooks. The size of the bacteria is 3 to 5 micrometer. You can say yes. Okay. I got one word that is bacteriophage. This is the one word which I got now. Means bacteriophage is attacking the bacteria. Okay. Anyone else with any new points? Anyone else? Okay, it's a virus. Okay, it's a virus. Okay, anything else? Our WBC. Umehani, we are talking about who will attack bacteria. Who will attack bacteria, not whom bacteria will attack. Okay, which of the organisms are attacking the bacteria? Okay, so WBC cannot be that example. We have got two words, the viruses and the bacteriophage. Okay, Alan, what are the bacteriophages? You have given me this point.
And they are like small viruses only that will infect bacteria.
These are the small viruses that infect the bacteria. When virus inject its genome in bacteria, that structure is known as bacteriophage. Always remember, virus, DNA or RNA, when injected into bacteria, that is known as bacteriophage. Virus affecting the bacteria with its DNA or genome or its genetic material, that bacteria is known as bacteriophage because the bacteria is containing the viral DNA or viral RNA. Bacteriophage means virus inserting its genome in bacteria. So very good. The bacteria can be affected by the virus. Okay. So the cell wall will protect bacteria from virus attack. Yes or no? Cell wall can protect bacteria from virus attack? I'm asking. Cell wall can protect? Yes or no? What happened? Am I not audible? Hello? Anyone in the class? Students, what happened? Okay, everyone is in the class. So just tell me, cell wall is protecting the bacteria against virus. You think is it true or false? At least say something. Adya? Answer me. Okay.
No, ma'am.
Monica is saying it's false. Adya is saying it's not true. It's false. Yes, students. Cell wall is not there to protect from the viruses or any foreign body. Okay. The cell wall is present in the bacteria so that it can be protected by the physical shock. Physical shock means bacteria are so small that they can be present anywhere, on the floor, on the chair, on the table, anywhere. Even when we are walking, maybe you have crushed thousands and millions of bacteria, but that bacteria will not die because of this cell wall. The cell wall is protecting the bacteria from the physical shock, but this cell wall is not able to protect the bacteria from the viruses. Okay, so never give the example that cell wall is there to protect the bacteria from the viruses or the foreign bodies. First of all, bacteria itself infectious. Okay, so there is the very few cases when it will be get affected by any of other foreign organism, and yes, if it is getting affected by any of the foreign organism, then it will be only virus. How the virus will affect? Virus will not enter itself a bacteria, okay? It will just send its DNA, or you can say send its genome material or genetic material inside the bacteria. See here how it injects. Suppose this is the bacteria, okay? This is the virus. Virus is having genetic material. It can be DNA, it can be RNA. It will just land on the bacteria and it will just insert its genome in the bacteria. This is the bacteriophage. The bacteriophages. And what will happen? After injecting its genetic material inside the bacteria, the virus will be dead. Role is finished here. Now, when the bacteria divides, as it's having, this is the extra knowledge, okay? This is not present in the book. When the bacteria divides, now the bacteria is having the viral DNA, or you can say the viral RNA, and also its own DNA and the RNAs, okay? So what will happen? This viral DNA will get incorporated itself into bacteria DNA. For example, if it is the bacteria DNA, at the time of division, this type of structure will form. This type of structure will form. This is now when the cell will divide, they will produce more and more viruses, and this is the same thing which happened in the human being, the coronavirus. How it divides, it enters into the human body as inactive form. Virus is never present as an active form in open environment. It's like a dead body, okay? But you can say it's inactive form. We cannot say it's dead because when it enters the host body, it will become active. Means it will be a living organism. What do? He just insert its genetic material into host cell, and when the host cell divide, because we know each and every cell have ability to grow, divide, okay? When the cell will divide, the viral DNA or the viral genetic material is dividing, that means that particular cell is not forming its own cell. That cell is forming the virus colonies. How? Because they are having the viral DNA which is more effective than its own genetic material, because it's infection causing agent. It's the property of virus to destroy the other cell and grow their own colonies, divide and rule. This is the main propaganda for the virus, how they live in any of the organism, they grow and they survive from years to years. Like in the disease HIV, you have heard this disease. What is happening in disease HIV? They are killing your T lymphocytes. That too, the T helper cells. HIV enters your body. First, they enters the macrophage. They insert their RNA into the cell. The RNA get incorporated into the human host cell DNA. And now the cell divide, they are forming the HIV copies. Same, after they complete destroying macrophages, they will attack your T lymphocytes. That too, the T helper cell, CD4 plus cells. This is the property of virus. Clear? This is some extra knowledge which I have given you, but coming back towards the cell wall. This you will study in the 12th class. And what is the actual role of virus in the HIV? What are they doing? Okay. So I was talking about the cell wall, and yes, the cell wall is present in all the prokaryotes except mycoplasma. Direct 4 marks question can be asked that in which of the prokaryote the cell wall is absent. The answer is direct prokaryotes. Now I'll show you some few images. Sorry. See here. This is the structure of bacteria we usually study, okay? You will, in the most of the cases, the diagrams, you will see a capsule-like structure for, especially for the bacteria, okay? Here you can say a capsule, A cell wall, cell membrane, inclusion bodies, ribosomes, naked DNA, cytoplasm. Why they have written the naked DNA? Who will answer? Why they have written the naked DNA? Why? Why they are saying they are having the naked DNA?
Because the DNA is present in the nucleus, and for prokaryotes, the nucleus is not well defined, so it is naked.
See, first of all, very good answer, but little bit of modifications. Prokaryotes don't have the nucleus. The structure of nucleus is not well defined, so that is known as nucleoid. You will never say the prokaryotes having the nucleus which is not well defined. No, we have given the name, that is the nucleoid. What is the nucleoid? If this is the bacteria, you will see the genome like this. This is the genome, and this structure is not well defined as in case of the eukaryotes, and that's why we say this a nucleoid. Nucleoid, and they don't have the membrane bound organelles, so that is they are saying it's a naked DNA. No clothes on the body. Think the covering, the membrane are the clothes to the organelles. If the clothes are not present, that particular organelle or that particular organelle is containing some material that will become naked, because the membrane is covering the particular organelle. Now there is no covering, so it is a naked DNA. Okay, very good, Umehani. At least you tried. Okay, so we know they don't have the nuclear membrane, and okay, can you tell me? You have seen in the image they have the DNAs. Okay, so in what shape or in what structure the DNA are present? Are they single DNA strand or the circular DNA strand? In what shape the DNAs are present? Single DNA or the circular DNA? DNA is always double stranded, okay? Don't confuse that ma'am is saying single DNA means one strand. I'm not talking about any strands. I'm talking about the single stretch DNA or circular DNA, like this. This is the single stretch DNA, and this is the circular DNA. This is the circular DNA, this is the single stretch DNA. So in bacteria, what do you think? The DNA can be present in straight form or in the circular form, or the both form can be present in the DNA. Oh, sorry, in the bacteria. Give me the answer quickly. No one is interested. Anaga, are you in the class?
Yes,
Anaga?
ma'am.
So give me
Yes,
the
ma'am.
answer.
Ma'am, in circular form.
Okay, Anaga is saying circular form. Adya, are you in the class?
Ma'am, is it mixed?
Both. Both can be present. Okay, Adya is saying. Okay, both can be present. Adya is saying. Let me read the chats. Circular, 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 single. Okay, as the Adya said, we will go with Adya. Okay. They are present in the both form, means they can be single DNA and they can have the circular DNA. They have the choice, okay, because they don't have the nucleus, or you can say the particular membrane bound, so they are free organelles. They can present anything in any manner. So both can be present. It can be the single strand, or you can say the single stretch, or it can be the circular form. So always remember both type of DNAs can be present in the bacterial cell. Okay. Now open your NCERT page number 127. We will read few points and then we will move towards the important part of the prokaryote cells. Heading 8.4, the prokaryote cells. The first line. Prokaryote cells are represented by bacteria, blue-green algae, mycoplasm, and PPLO. Okay, you have to remember the full form of PPLO, that is pneumonia-like organism. Okay, they are generally smaller, multiply more rapidly. Okay, they have given that they are smaller. We agree, they are the unicellular, they are very small, but they are saying they multiply more rapidly. Why? The complete line is they multiply more rapidly than the eukaryote cells. Even the eukaryote having the cells, then why they are specifying this thing that prokaryote cells multiply rapidly? Why they are saying this?
Because they multiply through binary fission.
Okay, they multiply through binary fission. Okay, even the mitosis is so easy in the growth cells, so mitosis can be done rapidly.
They undergo asexual reproduction. So
And
Okay,
they don't have many
but
cells. So,
mitosis is also a asexual type of reproduction. Gametes are not present there.
ma'am, they don't have many cell organelles. So, making cell organelles is not needed. So they can multiply even easier.
Okay, we can say like this, that they have the very simple structure of the cell. They don't have any complex organelles, they don't have any complex nucleus, they don't have any complex particular form that they have to divide like the eukaryote cells. Like eukaryote cells, if there are, suppose, 2 DNA are present, then each cell have to get one DNA, or each cell has to replicate to form 4 copies of DNA, and then they will divide, so that the each cell will get 2 DNA. Because this is the eukaryote cells, we have the specific structure, specific function, and more complex organism. Imagine your one side of the body is growing tall and one side of the body is short. So how you will look? Imagine yourself, you will looking like aliens. So the cell has to maintain the balance in the body, so that each hand, each leg, everything goes simultaneously or in a particular fashion, so that the human being look like a human being. Okay, in the prokaryotes they don't have anything like this, especially in the bacteria. Okay, they are very simple and they can divide anonymously anytime, anywhere, any shape, and from any of their body parts. Yes, the binary fission is the very correct answer. They go under the binary fission because the reason here is different. The reason is binary fission is not the specific type of cell division. Okay, it's like if the amoeba is present like this, okay, it can divide itself like any type. It can divide like this, it can divide like this, it can divide like this. Any direction it can divide, and that particular part will grow and form the complete organism again. But this is not the case of the eukaryote cells. If the eukaryote cells have 2 DNA and it has to divide, next cell has to be of same size. Same size. So what will happen? First, the DNA will undergo to form 4 DNA copies. 4 DNA. And then the cell will divide, so that each cell can get again 2 DNA. A complex structure and a complex cell division. So this is the reason they are saying, because the prokaryotes don't have any specific structure, so they have to follow that particular, follow the rules. No, they can divide with many of the process, like in the Hydra. Hydra can grow from the simple bud from his body. Or if you will cut the Hydra into the pieces, each part can grow. They can even form the cyst also. Cyst means one cell containing thousands of these cells, and when the main cells burst, the thousand cells will can grow and make all individual organism. But that is not the case of the eukaryotes. Eukaryotes has a particular fashion which they have to follow throughout their life. Mitosis and the meiosis. Meiosis is only for the gametes formation, and mitosis is for the growth cells or the other cells, rather than only the growth cells and other cells which are not involved in the formation of gametes. Okay, so that's why they are saying they multiply more rapidly. Okay, next point they are saying the four basic shapes of bacteria: the bacillus, rod-like; coccus, the spherical; vibrio, the comma-shaped; and spirillum, that is spiral shape. I'll show you the shapes now. Let me check. Where are the shapes? See here. These are the shapes of different types of bacteria. There are the many shapes. Okay, so you cannot say the bacteria is of particular shape. No. If the question is asked, bacteria have many shapes? Yes. It can be of any shape. Okay. An example is in front of you. They are of huge shapes. But in your NCERT, they are only give you the 4 shapes. But just keep in mind, not only 4, there are many shapes of the bacteria, because bacteria, like in the human beings, we are not of same size, same shape, same structure, same color. Every human being is different from each other, right? So that is also the same case in the bacteria. Okay. Next point, the organization of the prokaryote cell is fundamentally similar, even though prokaryotes exhibit a wide variety of shape and function. Mark this line. Fundamentally similar. What they are saying? Fundamentally similar means there are the wide variety of bacteria. Okay, huge. But all the bacteria are of same function, same structure, means the cell wall is present, organelles are not present, naked DNA is present, they can be gram positive, they can be gram negative. The basic difference in the bacteria, there can be gram positive and they can be gram negative. Maximum amount of bacteria are infectious in nature. Okay, so that's why they are saying fundamentally they are similar, as even though they are having a wide variety of shapes and function, but having the fundamentally similar, means the structure is almost similar in all the bacteria, because of the organelle is absent, cell wall present, nucleus is not present, DNA is naked. So this is the main important point which are present in all type of bacteria. And we will see some more points which all are things are present in bacteria with this chapter. Okay, now just turn the page. So the next point is the prokaryote cells. A prokaryote have a cell wall surrounding except the mycoplasm. That is the true. All prokaryotes have cell wall because it helps the cell to survive in the adverse situation. Mechanical tension, stroke, pressure, unfavorable conditions, that cell wall is helping the bacteria to survive. We will see the structure of the cell wall. Just wait for that. Now, the fluid matrix filling the cell is cytoplasm. All these cells have cytoplasm. Okay. Have I discussed with you what is the protoplasm? I think yes, right? I have discussed what is the protoplasm.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. What is the nucleoplasm? Have I discussed what is the nucleoplasm?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the okay? So tell me what is the nucleoplasm?
And the
The
fluid
fluid
which is
present in the
inside the
nucleus.
nucleus.
Okay. Then what is the protoplasm?
Nucleoplasm.
Nucleoplasm plus cytoplasm.
is collectively called.
So now tell me, bacteria is having protoplasm. Will bacteria have protoplasm? Okay, Gaurika. Will bacteria have protoplasm? Yes or no? Greta, bacteria have protoplasm? Okay, Amil. Okay, Priyadarshini. Okay, Fuad. Okay. Okay. Protoplasm is, as you have told me, nucleoplasm plus cytoplasm. Together we give the name protoplasm. Okay. But the bacteria is not having the specific nucleus. How the nucleoplasm is present then? The DNA is naked, surrounding in the cytoplasm. It's just moving in the cytoplasm. Then how come the bacteria is having the protoplasm if the nucleoplasm is not present? Emil, on what basis you thought that they have the protoplasm? Can you tell me? Maybe
I
I
forgot. I
yeah.
forgot that. I forgot
You
that it didn't have well-defined nucleus.
okay, very good. Alan, Fuad. I'm sorry as I take your name always wrong. Fuad, why you said they have the protoplasm? What is your justification? Alan, what is your justification? Why you said yes, ma'am?
Ma'am, I thought because since they don't have a well-defined nucleus, we cannot distinguish between nucleoplasm and cytoplasm. So it will be collectively called protoplasm, the fluid
Okay.
in the.
If that thing has there, then they have written the fluid matrix filling the cell is called protoplasm. But they said it's a cytoplasm. Right? If that was the situation, they have written the protoplasm instead of cytoplasm. But they are clearly mentioning that the bacteria are only having the cytoplasm. Why cytoplasm? Because the nucleus is not present and the fluid which is present in the nucleus is known as nucleoplasm. And nucleoplasm plus cytoplasm together we have given the name protoplasm. So never say the bacteria have protoplasm. No. Because they have nucleoid, that is the DNA is naked. No nucleoplasm means no protoplasm. Okay. There is no well-defined nucleus. The next point in your readers. You can mark the point number 1. These are the features of bacteria they are saying. 128 page number, the first 4th line. 128 page number, the first 4th line. There is no well-defined nucleus, the first. The second is the genetic material is basically naked, the second point. Third point, not involved by nuclear membrane, means they are the envelope, that is the nuclear membrane which is making the nucleus, the nucleoplasm is not present. This is the third point, why the DNA is naked, because the envelope is not present. The covering, nuclear membrane is absent. Okay. Next point I will read, okay. In addition to the genomic DNA, the single chromosome or circular DNA can be present. That is, many bacteria have small circular DNA outside and the genomic DNA. What are they saying? I will read this point and I will try to make the diagram that what this point is saying. They are saying the genomic DNA, okay? The bacteria have small circular DNA outside the genomic DNA, and their genomic DNA can be a single chromosome and can be a circular DNA, okay? I will make this diagram. I will make the bacteria like this, okay? So never get confused. So I am using the circular form of DNA. They are genomic DNA. This is the circular form. And now they are saying many bacteria have a small circular DNA outside the genomic DNA, okay? Circular DNA outside. Outside means outside the genomic DNA. See, this is they are saying like this, right? And these smaller DNA are called plasmids. Okay, this is the genomic DNA. And this is the plasmids. Have you ever heard this word plasmid before? In any class or anywhere in your life? Anyone has saw this word before, that bacteria have 2 DNA? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
No one has heard this word.
No.
Okay. So now your NCERT book, so the readers are giving you a very new knowledge. The bacteria has 2 DNAs. Means the one DNA is the genomic DNA, means its own hereditary material, you can say, like we have in our nucleus. But when the scientists study the bacteria into more deep, they find out there is one more structure is present that is similar to the DNA, or you can say it's a DNA which they have given the name plasmids. Now I will read the next point, okay? Then I'll make you understand what is the plasmids. The plasmids are the smaller DNA, okay? Smaller DNA which is outside the genomic DNA. They contain a unique phenotypic characters of bacteria. Focus on this word. Unique phenotypic characters. Can anyone try what is the meaning of unique phenotypic characters? Can anyone try? Phenotypic character. So, okay, what do you understand with the phenotype?
What we see,
External features.
the external features. Like the,
External features, or you can say the external properties,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Yes.
In short, we can write the properties here. Okay. Now I'll tell you a small story. We know the bacteria are infectious, right? They are harmful to the body. If they enter in your body, they can give you many problems. Okay? And sometimes you listen the word that when you take medicines, these particular medicines are not affecting your body. How this happened? For example, just an example. I got a fever, okay, and doctor told me this fever is because of this particular bacteria is responsible for causing high fever in you. I took paracetamol because paracetamol is a very common medicine usually everyone take in this life. But my fever is not going. Still, my body is developing that bacteria and developing the fever again and again even after I take the medicine. So what is happening? Why the bacteria is not dying. Even I am giving him the antibodies. Even I am giving the resistance. Immune system means immune system is fighting against the bacteria. The adaptive immunity has been given. Medicines. Still the bacteria is not able to die. It's growing and giving me the fever. That is the resistance. The bacteria has developed resistance in your body. Resistance means that particular medicine is not working on that bacteria because bacteria developed the resistance. Resistance, remember this word, resistance. And this resistance is due to plasmids. Phenotypic characters, property of plasmid to provide the resistance. Bacteria is not getting killed by the medicines you have taken because they have developed its own resistance. Now that medicine is not able to kill the bacteria. How? They will change themselves. You can say, in other words, mutation happened in the bacteria. Now they are more stronger and that particular medicine is useless on bacteria. How they become more stronger? How they develop that resistance against the medicines? Plasmids. The role of plasmid is they developed resistance in bacteria. Any doubt in this? Okay, so now I will read the point and you have to mark. These smaller DNA are called plasmids. See, this is the fourth characteristics of bacteria which we have just marked. The first, no well-defined nucleus. Second, naked DNA. Third, no envelope, that is the no nuclear membrane. Fourth, they have plasmids, okay? And never confuse yourself plasmid with bacterial DNA. The bacterial DNA is a different thing and the plasmids are different thing. Yes, they both are the DNA, but the plasmids will be slightly smaller than the bacteria own genome, and their role is to provide the phenotypic characteristics, that is the resistance to antibody. Mark this line. The plasmid DNA confers certain unique phenotypic character of such bacteria. One such character is resistance to antibodies. Means, or resistance to antibiotics. Means, the antibodies which is producing in your body to kill that specific bacteria, and that antibody is not affecting that bacteria because of resistance. They have mutated themselves or they have changed themselves. They have changed their DNA so that that particular antibody will not affect that bacteria. This is the very special character of the bacteria. That's why some of the bacterial diseases are so deadly that the doctors and the medicines were not able to recover the patients. Okay. Okay. So next point is, in higher classes, you will learn that this plasmid DNA is used to monitor bacterial transformation with foreign DNA. Okay. So this is the higher class they are saying, means your graduation or your master level, you will particularly learn that what is the actual function of this plasmid. What we do, we just take the foreign DNA, that means the DNA of someone else, or you can say the viral DNA. The viral DNA we will incorporate into the bacteria, and this is the structure, plasmid, where the viral DNA will incorporate its own DNA to make its copy, because this particular plasmid is responsible for the phenotypic character. So that's why I told you that story. The bacteriophages, the plasmids, and many of the diseases is used this type of bacteria which have plasmid for their more research level, that what is actually happening if the bacteria is inserted with some other genome or some other organism's DNA, then what effect is happening on the bacteria. And sometimes we do this type of experiment to study the particular effect of medicines, because we know these are the phenotypic characters and they are providing resistance to bacteria. So it is very important for scientists to see that this medicine is affecting, or this medicine is able to kill the bacteria, or is it able to modify the bacteria. So this type of structure and this type of process you will study in the higher classes, where the actual role of plasmids you will learn. They have a huge amount of thing in the particular small plasmids, huge, the markers, the vectors, many more things which is present in this small circular DNA. And yes, not all bacteria contain plasmid, but yes, many of the bacteria contain plasmids. Any doubt in this? Any doubt? Is this clear to you then? What is the plasmids? No doubt. Okay, fine. So next point, you will just mark this point, that what is the character of plasmid? Resistance to the antibiotics. Antibiotics are responsible for producing the antibodies in the human body, that is responsible for killing the foreign organism, but due to the plasmid, sometimes the medicines are not working. Okay. So next point, nuclear membrane is found in eukaryotes. Okay, we know this. No organelles like the one in eukaryote are found in prokaryote cells except ribosomes. So if the question is asked which organelle is common in eukaryotes and the prokaryotes, the answer will be which organelle is common in eukaryote and prokaryote.
Ribosomes.
So,
Ribosomes.
So what is the confusion? It's written clearly. Only the one organelle is common. Don't confuse yourself with the DNA, okay? DNA is not a organelle, okay? It's a material, genetic material. Only ribosome, they have said that this is the only organelle which is present in the eukaryotes and the prokaryote. So direct question has been asked in this, I guess, in NEET 2010 or 2011. They have asked this question. See, a simple question of +4 marks. Okay. So now there is one more structure which you will study about the bacteria, that is the mesosomes. In the last class, someone has told me, or someone has given me the name mesosome. Who was that student? Who has given the mesosomes word? Now no one will speak. I don't know what is wrong with you students. Okay. Mesosome. So what, have you heard this word mesosome before? Mesosomes. Mesosomes. Anyone? Anyone? Mesosomes. Gorika? Alan? Greta? Fuad? Farhan? Farhan, are you in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
So no doubts on plasmids today? No questions? Is this clear to you? What are the plasmids? Plasmids are clear to you, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, not convincing, but still. Okay, so today you are now going through a second new word. The first was plasmids. And honestly, if I tell you, this plasmid will not leave your back until and unless you finish your studies. In your graduation, in your masters, in your research, and if you will do further doctorate in science, RA, research associate, anything, they will not leave you. Very important part in the experiment and scientists' very favorite part, plasmids. Very important. Very important, and you will listen the plasmid whole of your life. I can tell you this 100%. Okay. So next is the mesosomes. See, this is the bacteria, okay? Now we know the bacteria has to perform all the functions because it's a living organism. It has to excrete, it has to move, it has to replicate, it has to transcription, translation, absorption, excretion, for sometimes photosynthesis also, because we know some of the bacteria has a chloroplast. So it's a very small organism and lot of work to do. So what they do, they actually make us some structures like this. Sometimes we see this type of structure in the bacteria. So the scientist gave this type of structure is the mesosomes. Okay, they have given the name mesosomes. That is the enfolding of the cell membrane. See, the cell membrane get enfolding. These are the mesosomes. When the cell membrane get fold inside, okay, the enfolding of the cell membrane. So now, can anyone tell me what is the use of enfolding? Why they are doing this thing? Unnecessarily creating our syllabus, right? Bacteria is doing enfolding and we are studying. What nonsense. But if they are doing, so that means there should be some role also. So can anyone tell me what is the role of this enfolding? What do you see from this? Observe the image. What you see from this, the enfolding is leading to? Devi, what do you think from this image? Enfolding. Why they did enfolding? No answer, Devi?
To store.
To store, okay.
Allow food passage so they can.
Okay, passage also, you have said the passage. Gorika, Gita, Anaga, Emil, Erika, Sara, Priyadarshini. What are your answers? Farhan?
Absorb substances.
Okay, substances, okay. Okay, wait. I'll make some more clear.
Maintenance.
I'll make this type of image. Wait, I will make again in front of you. Now just tell me. This is the membrane. Now, to increase the surface area of the cell. To increase the surface area, I made like this. See, again I'll make the image. This is the cell membrane. How they will increase the surface area? Such a small organism, 3 to 5 micron. So they will just enfold its membrane. Now they got more surface area. To increase its surface area, if they will store anything here, that can be released outside. So that is not the possible. This is not for the storage, because the bacteria or the prokaryotes, they store anything in the vacuoles, food vacuoles, gas vacuole, air vacuole. Everything is present in the vacuole. This is the organelle, or you can say this is the structure which is used for the storage of anything, and when the particular work is done, they will just throw out the material and the vacuole is finished now. This mesosomes is increasing the cell surface. Why? As I told you, they have many cellular processes: excretion, cell division, DNA replication, respiration. How they will do? A small cell, they need more space. So we can grow, okay? Our cells are adjusted in our body according to their role, but only a single cell, a one small cell, and lot of work. So they form this type of structure so that the increase the surface area, and they can just do each and every work properly without getting into any trouble. So that's why this type of structure, if you see in bacteria, the scientists or those who have discovered this structure, they have given the name mesosomes. Mesosomes means increasing the surface area to do cellular processes. Cellular process means DNA replication, cell division, excretion, replication, cell wall formation, enzyme productions. Everything can be done easily. It was also done by the bacteria before the formation of mesosomes, but when the bacteria think, okay, now it's a lot of work, how should I do? So in that case, they generate this type of structure. Increase their surface area by enfolding their cell membrane inside them, and now the work can be done easily here. Any doubt in the mesosomes? You can also say extension of plasma membrane, okay? Extension, enfold. This is the plasma membrane. That's why I rubbed the diagram 3 times and I have made in front of you. This is structure like, if this is the plasma membrane, this is the structure. It's the same membrane is folded. Mesosomes. Extension, the enfolding of the plasma membrane. These are the part, or these are the plasma membrane itself, which is just got enfold, or the extension happened to the plasma membrane, so that they can just perform their cellular processes without any trouble. Any doubt in this? Any doubt? No
Ma'am,
doubts.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, when you were explaining the mesosomes, you said that you cannot store the food or any other items, and then you said the vacuoles store it. But then we read that there are no organelles present in the prokaryotic cells except for the rhizosomes. So how do they have a vacuole in it?
Okay. After I said they have the vacuole, what the next thing I told you? Can you tell me that? What the next thing I told you? They make the structure of a vacuole, they store the amount. After the work is finished, they will throw out or discard that material with the help of cell membrane, and this vacuole is finished. If I told you the vacuole which is present in the plant cells is present all the time, this structure is present all the time, then the point will be wrong, because bacteria don't have any specific cell organelles. But yes, they have to store something. So what they do, they form a structure like this, where they can store the things for few minutes, until and unless that thing is just discarded or excreted out from the body. After the excretion, the structure you will not able to see, because now the work of that particular thing is over. Like in the amoeba, how amoeba eats, it forms false arm, right? It forms false arm. This food, they will now engulf this food, and where this food is stored, in the food vacuole, until the food is being digested, everything is absorbed. After the process is finished, they will throw this excreted amount out of their body, and now you will not see such thing. So this is not permanent. This is the temporary form of the bacteria to store the things for very limited time, unlike the plants. They have vacuoles as an organelle. The animal cells have the organelle vacuole. The vacuole is present in those cells every time, because in the plants they are giving rigidity to the plants. They are helping the storing process there. But here you cannot see that particular organelle, or you can say the vacuole permanent. That is the temporary. Okay, but we have given the name vacuole because the vacuole role is for storage purposes. So that's why instead of creating any new name and being confused, so they have just taken the name vacuole only. The food vacuole, the waste material vacuole, the water vacuole, the gas vacuole, but that is not permanent in the bacteria. It will be dismissed or vanished with the fractions of seconds when the work is over. Okay, Mehani?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone is having any doubt?
Ma'am, are mesosomes present in eukaryotes?
Why they will present in eukaryotes? Eukaryotes don't need any of such things to perform the cellular respirations or cellular functions. We have enough sufficient cells to perform our functions. These type of structures are only present in the unicellular, that is, you can say the prokaryotes, to increase their cell surface, because one cell, many roles. How it will do? It need more space. So this is the way of making more space for their roles, so that it can live and exist easily. But the eukaryotes, already the work has been divided to each and every organelle, like mitochondria, powerhouse, nucleus, the control center, rhizosome, protein synthesis. We have all the cells, all the organelles doing their particular functions. We don't need mesosome structure. Okay?
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, any doubt? Anyone? Mesosomes? Plasmids? Okay, so mark this line in the paragraph first. This third last line, a specialized differentiated form of cell membrane called mesosomes. Mark this line, mesosomes. Next point, it is the characteristic of prokaryotes. Only, always, ever forever prokaryotes, no eukaryotes. They are essentially enfolding of the cell membrane. Okay. Now in the second, the cell envelope, just read this line, this. In the cell envelope, this one, the last paragraph, same page. A special membranous structure is the mesosomes, which is formed by the extensions of plasma membrane into the cell. Extension of plasma membrane inside the cells. Okay. These extensions are form of vesicle, tubules, and lamina. They can be of 3 types. Okay, you have to just remember. No such questions can be asked. Okay, now what is the help? Function. They help in cell wall formation, DNA replication, cell division, that is the distribution to daughter cells. They also help in respiration, secretion, increase the surface area of the plasma membrane, and enzymatic contents. So these are the important functions of the mesosomes which you have to remember. They can take any one point and they can easily make a 4 marks question on this structure, and the answer is the mesosomes. Suppose they will give you the question, the cell is the prokaryotic cells are undergoing many of the function and the surface, and they are just need more surface or they need more space, and they have created a formation of a plasma membrane which is known as the mesosomes. They need more cell surface or they need more space for the DNA replication. Mesosomes. They need a particular structure for the formation of cell wall. Mesosomes. Remember these points. The answer is always mesosomes, because
Ma'am, can you repeat the points?
what, Farhan?
Ma'am, can you repeat the points?
Points are present in the book, page number 129. You have this book, your readers, NCERT? Farhan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have NCERT?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Priyadarshini, you wanted to say something?
No, ma'am, by mistake happened.
Okay, so here you can see page number 129, the first 3 lines are the function of mesosomes. I will also send you the notes where I have written all the functions, but in the book it is written here. Where the mesosomes, it's a continuation on the second page. The cell wall formation, DNA replication, distribution to daughter cells. Don't get confused, they are talking about the cell division there. They also help in respiration, secretion, and to increase the surface area of the plasma membrane and enzymatic content. These are the important functions of mesosomes, and no one will get confused that what is mesosomes. Okay, bacteria is a small cell, 3 to 5 microns, so they need more space to do more work. They have so much of the work to do, as we have seen: cell wall formation, DNA replication, excretion, cell division, respiration, secretion process. They have to divide, they have to do many functions. So mesosomes is helpful in doing all of these functions. Okay, they are helping the cell or the bacteria to increase their surface area. And on the other case, 2 DNAs are present in the bacteria. One is the genomic DNA, other is the plasmids, which is having the unique phenotypic characteristic. Which DNA of the bacteria possess the unique phenotypic characteristics? Plasmid. What is the role of plasmid? Resistance to antibiotics, means resistance toward antibodies. Clear these 2 points? So these are the 2 new points you have seen in the bacteria. Okay, any doubt in this? Okay, now it's for
I have a small doubt.
Yes, go ahead, Emma.
Ma'am, the
Yes, go ahead.
ma'am, the
And-
bacteria. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, the bacteria, they store food by forming vacuoles, which are like just for a second, right?
Yes.
Ma'am, so they, even though they don't increase the surface area, like by using the mesosomes, they can form vacuoles like that, like for
Yeah.
storing purpose.
Yes. Yes. Mesosomes, we have not studied the function of mesosome is to formation of vacuole or storing the food. Okay.
Yes,
We have not.
ma'am.
So they will store. They're actually not the vacuoles. Okay. We have given the scientists or the doctors has given the name vacuole so that they don't want to confuse everyone. Because remember the role of vacuole, the storage in the plants. So here also the bacterial role, the vacuole role is the storage. So that's why they have just gave the name vacuole, because they are helping bacteria to store its food until and unless it is digested by the enzymes and absorbed by the bacteria. So it's a vacuole which is just useful for the storage. And yes, mesosomes have nothing to do with the storing of the food. Okay, Anil?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you.
That's the 2 different points. Mesosomes are for the cellular functions, respiration, digestion, division, and enzyme formation. These are the actually done by the mesosomes. But vacuole, eating food, gas vacuole, excretion, they are the different thing which bacteria can do easily without forming of any specific structure like mesosomes. Okay, so now we have only 10 minutes. Now we will discuss, okay? Everyone has to discuss because this is a very important part of the bacteria, and I wanted to know how much information you students have. Have you heard about gram positive and gram negative?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is gram positive and gram negative? I am asking gram positive and gram negative. What is gram positive and gram negative? Now no one will write down in chat. Please speak directly. We don't have much time. Gram positive and gram negative. Yes, Alan.
Like if bacteria's cell wall, if it's capable of absorbing a particular stain, then it can be called gram positive.
Why it is called the gram positive? Why not stain positive? You said the stain they are taking. So it is enough. Stain positive, stain negative. Why gram positive? Why gram positive? Anyone? Why the gram positive? Anyone? Johanna? Why the gram? You said they take stain. Okay, that's true. And they don't take stain. That's true. So it is better to give the stain positive and stain negative. 1 gram of stain. Okay. Lena, we were talking about the mesosomes. Mycoplasm. Do mycoplasm has mesosomes? Yes, they can have mesosomes. See, mesosomes is the bacteria's choice. If they want, they can make. If they don't want, they don't. So it's their own choice. It's their personal wish. If they need more space for particular work, so they can form the mesosomes. But if they don't want that particular space, so they will not make that mesosomes. Okay, it's their own wish. Okay, so now tell me quickly, why gram?
Ma'am, because it was introduced by a person named Gram.
Okay, who gave me this answer? I just wanted to know. Who was
Me, Ummehan.
Very, Very good, Umehani. Always remember, students, biology, 99% of the names are on the scientist name. Hans Christian Graham. That was the scientist name who just first discovered that staining can let us know that these bacteria have cell wall and what type of cell wall. Okay, there are the two particular type of cell walls which bacteria is having, and on that cell wall color which they are getting from these stains, and the scientist has discovered this technique, Hans Christian Graham. So that's why they have given the Gram staining, Gram positive bacteria and Gram negative bacteria. Very good, Umehani. Very impressive answer. Okay, so now next class homework, you have to see more detail of the Hans Christian Graham. Okay, what he was doing, when he discovered, and what was the work he was doing. Okay, I will ask in the next class. So now it's attendance time, and students, you have test on the 1st of September. You know, you have test on 1st of September. Your syllabus will be whatever we will complete in the cell structure and function, and from the ECG till the last, because that part was not present in the last test. So from the ECG, complete circulation, the rest part, the leftover, and whatever we will complete in the cell structure and function. Okay. Next, attendance. Priyadarshini,
Present, ma'am.
Amal,
Present, ma'am.
Anagha,
Present, ma'am.
Fuad,
Present.
Erica,
Present, ma'am.
Adra,
Present, ma'am.
Alan,
Present, ma'am.
Annette,
Present, ma'am.
Adarsh. Why so
Present,
low?
ma'am.
Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
No, Annette. I'm talking to Annette. Annette, why so low? Are you okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Take care of yourself. Farhan.
Present, ma'am.
Kiran.
Present, ma'am.
Kiran, no doubts. Umehani.
Present, ma'am.
Lena, how are you? Munira.
Present, ma'am.
Munira, you are also not feeling well?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine then. Alwyn? Absent. Rima? Students, you can leave. Those who have given the attendance, they can leave the class. Thank you so much. Adya?
Present, ma'am.
Rita?
Present, ma'am.
Everything is clear today?
Yes, ma'am.
Just revise, okay? Julia? You can leave, Greta. Thank you. Julia? Okay. Devi?
Present, ma'am.
Everything
Ma'am?
is clear? Yes, Devi?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, everything is clear. Ma'am, but last class, before you called the attendance, my router got switched off and I had to leave the meeting. So I was present.
I know that you are present.
Okay,
I
ma'am. Thank you.
not present. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Siddharth is present. Siddharth, you can leave. Jijo?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Johanna?
Present, ma'am.
Thank you, Johanna. You can leave. Brijita? You can
Present,
leave, dear.
ma'am.
Okay. Angel? Sarah?
Present,
Okay,
ma'am.
you can leave. Trevor?
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Trevor, you can leave. Thank you. Ryan? Absent. Gaurika? You can leave. Thank you, Gaurika. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, students.